What is going on, guys? It's Rick here, and today, boys, I got to show you probably one of the most exciting games of the tournament. Second round, Ricardo Hermida playing against Tawane Medeiros. I probably screwed that pronunciation, but yeah, I'm playing against my first master ever. The first master ever that I'm playing against. Very excited to show you this game, guys. It was an amazing fight, and uh, first master. I'm playing a woman candidate master. She's currently 1877. By the time that I played this game with her, she was 1877. Me 1508. So big point disparity there, and yeah, she's a very strong player. She's a very strong woman candidate master. I saw her FIDE rating, and she was at some point 2100, and that's FIDE, so that's very nice. And I don't know if she was 2100, but she was definitely like 2080 or something like that. So very very strong player. And let's see how the game went. So Ricardo, I have the white pieces, and I start with e4. She plays the Sicilian c5. Let's go. And I go knight c3. She goes knight c6 and bishop e5. And here there's a lot of options, but she went for one of the worst moves in my opinion. Like, it is very playable. The engine says it is the third best move, but I feel like I don't feel like that. I feel like the move is really bad, and I really wanted to punish her for going for this variation. She went e6, and yeah, I just took the knight. She took with the pawn in here. Believe it or not, the engine says it is completely equal, if not a little bit better for black. And I still think this is one of the worst variations for black, and I'm going to show you why, and why I love playing this variation with the white pieces. So I went d3, solid, just solid stuff. She went d6, I went f4, and she went knight e7, I went knight f3. So I love these positions which resemble the which is pretty much the Grand Prix, but different order, you know. And a g6, castles, she shadows the bishop on g7. I go e5 here, and believe it or not, the engine in this position, the engine says that I'm already close to winning. I have a 1.6 advantage, 1.7 advantage according to the engine, and shouldn't look at the end too much, but it says something. And why is that? In my opinion, like, even though I gave up my bishop pair, I'm playing against her bishops. My idea is, I love the strategic concept of this position. My idea is to just shut down these bishops here, by playing moves such as e5, you know, also b3, then c4 here to close out these bishops right here. So she has the bishop pair, but she doesn't have a way to utilize the bishop pair. In her structure, I just want to fix her structure and then attack her pawns. So maybe knight a4 in the future, bishop a3, queen e1, queen f2, target this pawn right here, and I just love it because normally they all push, or they push this pawn, or they just let it still. And these double pawns, you know, even in this position, there are a lot of times where black sacrifices a pawn just to get her bishop active. So yeah, I love this position. She went d5, as I said, which I just went b3 here. Knight f5. Okay, pushing e5 gives the knight that nice square on f5, but I'm not too worried about that. That's nothing that bothers me. I went king h1, which here, I mean, King h1, I don't know if it was the right move, honestly. I think it was a bit slow, but it's, yeah, it's probably like, it's sort of a prophylactic move, but I don't think it's necessary in this position. But still, uh, I played it. I just wanted to get off this diagonal in the future or something like that. But yeah, she went h5, which was nice. I mean, gaining space on the king side, and also she isn't castled yet, so she may start an attack here. Here I was like, should I do something about that, or should I just go with my plan? Am I really afraid of h4, h3? I didn't think so. I thought that I shouldn't be afraid of that, so I just went knight a4. Start creating my own threats and gaining initiative. She went bishop f8, which I didn't really like. Very passive. She plays the bishop on g7, then plays the bishop on f8, but yeah, she just protects her pawn. I went c4, and here I'm so proud of this move because this is the thing. This is the thing that I was saying. Like, c4, for the person that doesn't really know the plans of this type of positions, is a very weird move, right? But it's such a good move because, as I said, my main strategic idea in this position is to just shut down these bishops. I'm playing against the bishop pair of my opponent, and I'm just putting my pawns, fixing my pawns. You know, these pawns are not going, like, with this pawn here, these pawns are not going anywhere. And that's my main idea, because if she takes, I just take here, and we can trade queens. I don't care about trading. I don't mind trading queens, because then I'll have bishop a3, you know. I'll have the open file. My knight can also reroute to some better square here on f3, but even on f3 is nice. And yeah, so she went bishop a6, which the engine already says that I'm completely winning here. And it's so interesting because, like, I just follow the plan. I didn't do anything crazy, but I'm already completely winning by the engine. But yeah, I'm not an engine, so it's not as easy as it sounds. I played queen e1. Engine says that queen d2 would be better, but I played queen e1 because I want to move this bishop, and I don't want to get forked by this knight. So yeah, she went knight to d4, which I was like, okay, I'll play queen f2. Queen f2 gives up a lot of my advantage. Apparently, a rook f2 would be better. I don't know why. Don't ask me. And here I'm just threatening to just play, you know, knight takes, pawn takes, queen takes. She played rook c8 here, and I played bishop a3. Let me think. Like, I don't remember why I didn't play knight takes. Why didn't I play knight takes, knight, and then boom, boom, boom? Actually, let me see. I don't remember why I didn't just take this pawn, because apparently it's very bad. But let me see why. Oh, I know why. Because she takes here. Or no. No, she takes here. I take. Oh, and she has c5. Oh, okay, yeah. Okay, yeah, I remember that I didn't play knight takes for a reason. Right now, I didn't even remember why, but nice, Rick. I didn't play that. I played bishop a3, putting more pressure on this pawn and threatening to take it. She played knight takes, played queen takes, and she played queen a5 here. Yeah, I was like, let's play rook c1. And she played bishop b5 here, and this was... I wasn't expecting this move, honestly. This was a move that I was like, how is this possible? But, wow. I was like, is this really a thing? Like, and I calculated like a lot of lines, and I ended up playing the best line, fortunately. But yeah, what a move. What a move to get rid of this bad bishop. It was a fantastic move by her. Really caught me by surprise. I didn't think she could do that, but because of the pin and my bishop being unprotected, she can really just give up a piece temporarily. So here the lines are just like takes, uh, c takes b5, bishop takes on c5, you know, pawn takes, and here you might think, okay, I took the bishop, but no, the best move here is really b4, which I don't know if she missed. She probably didn't miss it, I think, but yeah, it's nice because okay, even though she got rid of that bad bishop and she got rid of those double pawns on the c file, now she has double pawns on the a file. She's not yet castled yet. Her king is rather unsafe there, and my rooks are more active than hers. And yeah, I mean, I have a good position even though I'm not. I'm better, but I'm not winning. But yeah, let's see. She went queen b5, which like honestly, I did a really bad move in here. I lost all my advantage. It's sad. This was the biggest mistake of my match, of my play so far, and I totally ignored the fact that I could take here on a7. I ended up taking on f8, which gives all my advantage away. After I take on f8, it's completely equal. And in retrospective, I understand why. It's kind of sad that in the match I just thought, yeah, it's the only move. I didn't even. I don't remember thinking about bishop a7, but I probably thought about it briefly. But yeah, here the best move to keep the strong advantage is bishop a7. I don't know why I didn't really like it. I thought that maybe like takes, and I mean maybe not takes. Yeah, it's kind of weird. It really works out because she doesn't have time to take here, and take here. Of course, she doesn't really have time for this, I think. Just because of the fact that I can just go back here and threaten to infiltrate somehow. But yeah, I didn't really see that I could just give up these pawns, and you know, I didn't see all of this, honestly, to be honest. Um, of course, she has to take, and here I just thought that maybe she could pick up this pawn as well. Yeah, I didn't really like this. I thought that okay, she got rid of the doubled pawns. I traded her doubled a7 pawn for my b5 pawn for my b4 pawn. And here I didn't realize that this position was winning for me. I didn't assess this well, but yeah, it's hard to see because like the move queen d1, just giving up another pawn, and she's threatening to take another pawn in here. You know, just like, come on, the engine is ridiculous. The engine is saying cool, bishop e3, bro. If she takes queen a4, it's made in 4. Oh god. Yeah. Oh boy. Yeah, I didn't see all of this for sure. But even taking here and just playing what? Rook c8 check, c7 check. What about d8? Queen b1. Wow. Queen b1. Oh my. Wow. Now this is ridiculous. I didn't see all of this for sure. So because I didn't see all of these lines where I could just give up a million pawns for mate, I just took the bishop. She traded the rooks first, and then she took with the king, which yeah, this is, even though she has double pawns, this is completely equal by the engine, but still a lot to play, I would say. Also the fact that I just traded my good bishop on c5 for a bad bishop on f8. It's kind of bad because I mean I just help her develop the pieces, and you know, but whatever. Let's see. It was hard to see all of that in my opinion, but whatever. The game is not over. I protected my pawn on b4 with a3. She went queen a7. I went queen d1 here, trying to just put my pieces over in the open file, control the open file. She went queen a5, which okay. I went rook c5, activating my rook. Potentially, I would go to a5. Target these two pawns, and she went king g7. I went queen c2 here and h4. In retrospective, I didn't really care in the game about h4, but I should have probably played h4 myself here. Even though the engine is like, it's not that good because of rook c8, but here, I mean, it's tough. It's tough, But end games are very tough. I just wanted to go with my pieces on the c file. She went h4, I went h3, and she activated the rook. This is the nice move by her, The c file isn't open, so let's just use the h file. The c file is open, but I can't use it, so let's just activate the rook on the h5 square. And here I was like, I can probably just attack her queen repeatedly and draw. I was like that. I was saying that myself, but I don't want to draw. Like, my position is way better, and I'm gonna push for a win. I'm gonna push for a win here, and I just went rook a5, which it's not the best move here. The engine likes rook c8, starting to create threats on the back rank. I didn't see this plan of potentially going queen c5 to go there. Here, even the best move for the engine is just going back on h8, and yeah, it's tough because let's say if she did this, I had apparently queen c5 or rook b8, which she had. Now I see why that is so dangerous for her. But yeah, I went rook a5. I just wanted to get a pawn. She went queen b7. I took the pawn with the queen, and I was up a pawn. I was like, okay, there's no way I'm losing this. I can only draw or win, so let's go. And she went here rook f5. Here I thought maybe just b5, but yeah, b5 is very bad because of queen c7. Just I just give up this file, which is so important. My rook is just stuck here, and it doesn't matter if I take this pawn because she just has queen c1, and I'm toasted. I'm very toasted. I'm very toasted here. I'm very dead. So after rook f5, I just went queen b5. I was like, okay, I don't mind if you trade, and go here. I thought, okay, I'll probably be winning because of these two passed pawns. Just rook a5, even if you go after my other pawns or something like that, I thought that I would be very, very well with these two passers, even though he will also have passers here, but still will take more time. Mine are better placed, I thought. The engine says that it's completely equal. So she didn't want to trade queens. I offered the queen trade again. She denied it, and here I just played a queen d4, protecting my pawn on f4. She went queen c8. I went rook c5. Here I was very confident because okay, I'm up a pawn, I'm up a clean pawn, and I have active pieces. Let's go. She went queen a5, which is it's very annoying because I mean she's attacking my pawn on a3. I decided to attack her queen with my rook a5 here. She went queen c6. I went queen c5, and I think we already repeated this position now twice. She went queen e8 here, which I thought, what the hell, you giving me another pawn? I'll take it for sure. Like I was like, she doesn't want to draw. Clearly, she wants to win, and I'm just up 2 pawns, bro. I'm up 2 pawns, and two passed pawns. protected past pawns, I was like, oh my god, like, let's go. I was very hyped. Here she played rook f4 and getting a pawn back. And here is the critical moment of the position. There's only one move that wins. I didn't play it, unfortunately. Here I would say that we were already in time trouble. Probably she was way worse on time than me. I think she had probably like 5 minutes or 6 or 5 minutes, and I probably had like 13, 14, maybe 12 minutes, something like that. So we were in time trouble, not crazy time trouble. We were on time trouble for a classical game. And here I played b5, which just draws. It's just a very bad move. Very, very bad move. Here, pause the video and try to find the best move here. It's +6, and I missed this move. I missed the idea behind this move. I think I considered the move, but I didn't see all the way through. And yeah, here the move that wins is rook c7. Rook c7 here wins. And I think I considered rook c7, but I thought it was too slow. Because I thought that just queen d8 would be nice. I mean, if I try to go rook c8 here, I thought that, okay, maybe just rook f1, king h2, and then queen g5, queen g5. I was very worried about this queen g5 move, honestly. But yeah, I just have mate in 2. So that doesn't work. Yeah, if she tries to go directly here, same thing, mate in 2. So yeah, she really has to. The best move is to take my rook and give up the queen, and I would easily win that. But I didn't see this. Very sad. I was too worried about defending my position, and I decided just let's start pushing my passed pawns. And very sad that I didn't see that. And in retrospective, that was easy to see, but I completely missed that win, which it's sad, but it happens. So b5, the game is not over still. She goes for the idea of queen d8 here. I also thought, like, I'm up a pawn, right? So let's try to trade. I thought that maybe queen e7 would be good to trade, but this is not good at all because, you know, first of all, she doesn't have to really take. She can just play this and get the open file. Even if she trades, I don't think that's bad for her because, like, after maybe, like, I don't know, rook d1 or something like that, even though I have passed pawns, maybe she just can get behind them, activate her king or something like that. And she also has her active rook, so also maybe I thought that this would be nice, but this just loses to rook f1, king h2, and then queen h8, which is very nice. She just goes here, here, and yeah, it's very sad because I will never have nothing on the f file because the rook is controlling the f file. So here I just thought, okay, let's just YOLO it, push the b pawn up the board and make a queen. She went queen d8, and here there is a win still. I'm still winning if I find a move, which this one is ridiculous. It's very engine-like move. I played queen e3, which is the normal human move. Just, you know, trying to control the dark squares here and not allow any infiltrations. She went queen g5, which I saw this plan, and very sad that I saw this plan, but I didn't see rook c7, rook c8, and mate on f8. Yeah, it's unbelievable. It's unbelievable. I had low time on the clock, low time. I had still 14, 12 minutes, but yeah, it's very tough, you know, with all the pressure of a match and all the emotions and all the, like, you know, it's so hard, you know, to just calculate calmly and calculate accurately, because it was just a question of, like, I was a move ahead. That's why the tactic worked. But yeah, I went king h2 and but yeah, let me just show you guys what I thought that I had here. I thought, oh my god, maybe I'm winning because of rook a4, but yeah, I clearly saw that rook f1 I would lose my queen and I lose the game. That's why I played king h2. But here, the winning move after queen d8 is queen c1, because after queen g5, here I have rook a4, because now if he checks, I'm protecting the checking square and I just win a rook, and the rook is pinned, attacked, and I would just win the game here. Crazy. She had to give up the queen again, which is, this is completely winning. Come on. Yeah, this is completely winning. But yeah, I mean, crazy, crazy. The difference between queen e3 and queen c1. I only saw this tactic of going rook a4 after I played queen e3. So yeah, but incredible how chess is like so goddamn crazy, you know. And wait, I moved to the I moved to the end right there. But so yeah, here I played king h2 and she played d4. After king h2, she's winning. She's completely winning, and she didn't see. She didn't see. I'm gonna show why she was winning after I show you what happened in the game. She went d4, and here I was a bit scared because I really can't allow her to get this check in and to get the queen here. So I need to keep my queen on this diagonal here. Queen e1, just stopping checks, stopping this. And she went rook f5, attacking my pawn, and I thought, okay, just run the b pawn up the board. She took. I played queen f2, and she played rook f5, which I don't really understand. She just dropped a pawn, but as I said, she is in time trouble just as me, so I just take the pawn. She blocks with the rook, and here I just play b7, and I mean, yeah, I mean, I didn't really know how to stop the. Of course, b7 is a draw, but I didn't really know what to do. Like, this is just a draw, because you know, if I try to I can't even put my queen. Maybe I can go here, but here, I mean, here probably loses to. Okay, it loses to e5. Yeah, I thought it. Okay, I just have to push the pawn on b7, and here we just agreed to a draw by perpetual. But yeah, very, very tough. But I'm gonna show you why she was winning after king h2. She was winning after king h2 if she played queen f5. Very hard to see why this wins instead of what she did, because what she did was very logical. Just e4, just e4, you know. But queen f5 wins. Queen f5 wins because, okay, now best move. It's, imagine, let's say I went b6 here. She would have d4 now, right? And when I go to e1 here, she has rook f1. She has rook f1. I can't take. So let's say I do I take this pawn, right? Now she has queen e5 check, and I'm losing. You know, I'm losing. Why? Because in queen g3 she has rook h1 check, and I lose my queen. Also, let's say I don't let this pawn be captured. I played here. Now she has queen f4, and I'm losing because I'm not protecting this diagonal. So that is why she was completely winning if she saw queen f5. But very hard to see, very hard to see. And yeah, we both missed like winning tactics, especially me. I had two opportunities to really just win the game. But very tough, man, very tough. I can't believe, like, queen c7, queen c7, man, queen c7, rook c7 here, just boom, boom, boom. I didn't see this. Very hard. I was afraid of my own king safety, and I tried to calculate. I was already getting low on time, probably dipping below like 10 minutes at some point, and I just played b5. I was like, okay, just go, just push the pawn up the board. And it's sad because I really saw her idea of bringing the queen here, but I didn't see. I thought that I didn't have time for this. I thought that I didn't have time for this, but because I didn't see this idea of rook c8 followed by queen f8. I didn't really see this, and I already show you guys that yeah, this just wins. But yeah, this was a very long episode, 30 minutes. I told you guys that this would be an amazing match, an amazing just fight, and there you go, guys. This, I hope you guys enjoyed this. We ended up tying. It was a draw in the end by perpetual check, but yeah, still my first master that I played, and I got a draw, and I did really well, I think. I played the position like a pro in terms of knowing the strategic ideas and just dominating the middle game, opening, and yeah, just screwing up on the final end game position. Typical Richard. But yeah, I'll see you guys on the next video, and I hope you guys enjoyed it. Bye bye.